Joining us now from House Intelligence, Congressman French Hill. It's good to see you again, sir. What's your reaction to Hillary Vaughn's report there?
Well, look, the border is broken. I've been down to the border over my years in Congress 8 times for detailed visits about just what we need to do to secure it. And I think that reporting is excellent because it's not a money issue now, Liz. It's a policy issue. President Biden stopped all the Trump policies that were working, and one of the most important ones was the Remain in Mexico policy, whereby if you were going to try to seek asylum in the United States, you do that from Mexico. You know, our law is very clear. If you want to seek asylum in the United States, you do it from your country or from a third country. And what's happened is under the Biden administration, he's waived that. And we have millions of people coming to the U.S. getting paid to stay here while they await a court appearance where they're going to be told, no, you can't stay. And it's a bad, terrible way to operate and demonstrates the incompetence of Mayorkas and the failure of the Biden policy.
Congressman, let's listen to more from Speaker Johnson. Listen to this.
I think it's been a failed presidency, and all the problems, some of those that you've articulated already at the outset of the program here, were caused by policy choices. Socialism is a dead end. Communism and Marxism are terrible things. It's been responsible for the deaths of tens of millions of innocent people over the 20th century alone, right? That is not the path we want to go down. America is different, and we are exceptional because we stand on certain foundational principles.
Foundational principles. Okay, so he's saying no to Democrat socialism, right? Government control of the economy. That, you know, these government mandates under Biden on things like electric cars. Now you have GM, Ford, Toyota, Mercedes say there's a problem with selling electric cars people don't want. Inventory is piling up. Government mandated supply is not meeting really weak demand. What do you say to that?
Biden has pursued industrial policy. He thinks instead of letting capitalism, American innovation, American entrepreneurs, and consumer choice drive the American economy to success around the world, that somehow industrial policy that, like it's laid out by the Chinese Communist Party, is going to work with his industrial policy mandates on EVs, on climate policy. It's all going to lead to dislocation, inflation, and no consumer choice. And there's no greater example, Liz, than in the electronic vehicle policy of this administration. We don't have a grid to support it. When you generate electricity, you generate it with hydropower, renewables, nuclear, and coal. So it's not the way to go. And we have a huge country. And little EVs with short distances don't get the job done. And that's why Toyota's pursuing a strategy, I think, that's working, which is to do the kind of cars that are dual. They use gas and they use electricity or battery. And Ford's decision to go all EV because of the mandate, it's a failed policy. Consumers are rejecting it.
But then you have 15 Democrat senators sending a new letter to the Energy and Transportation Departments demanding the White House step up electrifying trucks and buses. The truckers are saying you do that, you are destroying the U.S. supply chain. It's going to make the U.S. more dependent on China. But then you have Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen saying America's supply chains are not secure. So do they know what they're talking about? I mean, you have to listen to the truckers. They're saying you can't imagine the weight of that battery for a truck, electric truck battery. And by the way, the weight of those batteries, Congressman, you've talked about this, will destroy bridges and roads that the president just spent, more than $1 trillion to fix. Final word.
You got it. These are more government industrial policy mandates. They don't work. The American people are free to choose, and we need to use the markets to determine what's the way to generate power and generate cars, trucks, and buses that people will buy, use, and be effective.
Got it. Congressman Hill, good to see you tonight.